Well, thank you for choosing KOKS Radio. I am your host, Bill Wardell, and today we're going to be talking to our youth sports correspondent, Mason Kern. He joins us a few times each month to discuss what's happening in the news and in the world of high school sports. So, Mason, let's go ahead and get right to it and get the news items of the day up there. So, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I do have some really interesting news items to tell you about today. And so the first one I'd like to talk about is a really controversial technical foul that caused a high school team in Ohio to lose a championship game. So this is what happened. In the Ohio State Championship, two high schools, Central Catholic and Defiance High School, were battling it out to win a game that both schools surely wanted for their programs. So with 40 seconds left in regulation and Central Catholic with a 2-point lead, Central Catholic's Antoine Lillard cut to the basket and threw down a slam dunk. However, he didn't let go of the rim quick enough, and the referee gave Lillard a technical foul. And this resulted in Defiance receiving 2 free throw shots and the ball, allowing them to tie the game and ultimately win in overtime 49-45. And those who are interested can check out the video of the play on YouTube. And my next news item addresses higher aspects of high school sports beyond actually playing the game with respect to safety rules and regulations. Specifically, medical experts have begun looking beyond the law to make youth sports safer. While safety in youth sports has always been a top concern, some are seeking to make games even safer, adding regulations even beyond what the law mandates. Medical experts have turned to high school sports associations to enact rules that better ensure safety is the #1 concern in youth athletics. Towards this end, the National Athletic Trainers Association and the American Medical Society for Sports Medicine recently completed 2 days of meetings and programs with representatives from high school athletic associations from all 50 states. And their goal was to have decision-makers return to their respective states and urge high schools to put into place recommendations on how best to handle medical conditions, such as heat stroke, sudden cardiac arrest, and head and neck injuries. And currently, most high schools are falling short in critical areas. For example, according to the American Medical Society for Sports Medicine and the National Athletic Trainers Association, nearly 37% of high schools have full-time athletic trainers, just 22% have an emergency action plan, and only 50% have met recommendations that all athletic trainers, coaches, administrators, and other staff members have access to an automated external defibrillator. So it's really good to know medical experts and associations are working together to keep students-athletes safe. And as a high school athlete myself, I can definitely appreciate that.
Man, well, those are great stories, Mason. I appreciate you bringing those to our attention. And, you know, if you have a couple of seconds, we'd definitely love to have you kind of highlight your teen trend watchdog. You know, I know you find cool and trendy things that are out there, so if you have something that you can share with us, love to hear about it.
Yeah, I do. I did find really cool items for teens and tweens alike. And today I'll be talking to you about the Rockboard Descender all-terrain board. And this is a super cool skateboard that allows you to ride on all types of different terrains. And unlike the typical skateboard, the Descender has 4 sets of tank-like treads around the wheels, and they're underneath the skateboard. And these provide traction on different surfaces like grassy slopes, pavement, wooded paths, snowy hills, and more. And these treads tilt both backward and forward as well, so it's really easy to transition from one surface to another. So it's a really cool product for teens and tweens.
Awesome. Well, Mason, thank you so much for being here on KOKS Radio Show. Definitely want to make sure that folks know out there that they can follow you on Teen Watchdog on Instagram, or your website at teentrendwatchdog.com. Again, we'll see you next time, all right?
Thank you.
You bet.